Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Allison and this is the Furniture Flipping Family. I'm excited about what we're going to do today. I'm using some new products that I'm going to show you in just a minute, and I can't wait for you to see the bedside table that I've done. Now I do want you to know that the next video that comes out is the chest of drawers that goes with the bedside table, and then I'm going to be listing them on Facebook Marketplace. But first, let me show you what I've done. I bought Boss. Finally, I went out and, well, I didn't go out and get it. I ordered it online because I can't find it in stores. So I ordered it on eBay from DIY Resources. Now, I will have that link down below if you want to order your own products. And I also got Big Mama's Butta that I used on the drawers to help the drawer go in and out easier. And I got the Orange Grove. Now I love the way this smells, I really do. There is no paid promotion in this video. I bought these products on my own to try because I wanted to see how they compared to some of the other products that I've used. I definitely liked Boss and I definitely liked Big Mama's Butta. Now, the paint that I'm using, you know, I've been using chalk paint. So I decided that I wanted to try mineral paint. So I bought Fusion Mineral Paint. Now, this is the color Champness. And so I used that on the bottom. And then instead of staining the top, I painted it chocolate using the chocolate mineral paint. Now, I will tell you that I enjoyed using the mineral paint. I also used their wax. And I tried a little different technique with the wax, so I can't wait for you to see that. I'm so glad that you have decided to join me today. And if you are new to my channel, please consider subscribing. And don't forget to click the notification bell so that you're notified whenever I upload a new video. I have been having a difficult time getting some of the furniture finished just with everything that's been going on at our house. But I'm hoping that I can get ahead a little bit and start posting videos more often. I'm so excited about my furniture flipping, and I really want to be able to do it consistently, but sometimes it's just not possible. And you know, I call this creative flipping because I have to work around my girls' schedules and their appointments. All right, well, let's get started. Okay, today we're going to be working on this bedside table. First, we've got to prep our furniture. So the first thing you need to do is you've got to spray it to get all the dust and the gunk and the grime off of it. I am using Mean Green because it has a degreaser in it and I really like it. So the first thing you do, we're going to spray. Now really, you can use any product that you want to clean it as long as it has a degreaser. Once you have sprayed it, you want to make sure that you wipe it all off with a microfiber cloth. Then I used my microfiber sponge and some water. And then I got all the chemicals off of it because you don't want to leave those on there. So I just put a little water all over it just to get that off. And then again, I took my microfiber cloth and then dried it. Now it's time to take off the hardware. And I will tell you, it was kind of difficult getting some of the hardware off. So now I'm just making sure that where the hardware was is clean. And you also want to make sure that you clean the inside where the drawers were, because there's no telling what you're going to find when you pull those drawers out. And now it's time to sand. Now I'm just doing a scuff sand because I'm going to paint. If I was going to stain it, then I would want to do a deeper sand and go down to the original wood, but I don't need to do that. Once you finish sanding, again, you want to take your microfiber cloth and you want to get all of that sanding dust off, because you definitely don't want any of that in your paint. The first thing I'm going to use is the Balls by Dixie Belle. I really did enjoy this product. It went on really easy. And I got good coverage the first time. Now, because I was painting, I wasn't that concerned about it. If I was painting a lighter color than I used, then I might, in some spots, have at least wanted to use a second coat. But I didn't feel like I needed but one coat on this one. It dried fairly fast, so I didn't have any complaints about the Balls. Now I'm ready for my fusion, which I'm so excited to try. I'm using a Worcester brush, which I got at Hobby Lobby. And I cannot tell you how smooth and easy this went on. I was so shocked. After using the chalk paint, and I kind of struggled a little bit with the chalk paint, going on smooth and easy, I really, really loved the mineral paint. Now, I do want to try some other chalk paints and just see what the difference is between the Krylon that I got at Lowe's and some that may be a little more expensive. Now, I loved this Champness Going On. It's a really, really pretty color. I didn't feel like it took me very long to get the first coat on because the mineral paint went on so easy. Now I'm ready to do the top. Now I was keeping my brush in a Ziploc bag because I had used it just a few minutes earlier to practice with the chocolate. Now that's okay to do if you're going to be using your brush over and over. Just put it in an airtight bag and keep it moist. I loved the chocolate. Now I did have a little trouble getting brush strokes out on the top. Now while that dries, I'm going to clean the handles. And to me, they didn't look that dirty. But look at how the water looks after they soaked for a little while. So I'm taking a little bit of steel wool, just a fine steel wool, and scrubbing them down to make sure I get all the gunk out before I get ready to paint. Right now I've got them drying, and I'm ready for a second coat of the brown. And I liked the way it was going on this time, a lot smoother. I was using a lighter touch, so I wasn't pressing down as hard on the mineral paint. So that worked a lot better. And I'm done. Now it's time to paint. I'm using Rust-Oleum Aged Bronze. So I took this outside and I'm spray painting. I let that dry. Now I'm turning it over to make sure that I get good coverage on the whole handle. As you can see on that one handle that I didn't get any on there. So now I'm doing that side. All right, here I'm showing you that there are those spots that we always miss. And how do you do the bottom of that top piece of wood? Well, I turn it over and then I'm using my little brush to make sure that I get all of the spots. Now you can see now I've gotten a little bit of the chocolate on the Champness, so I had to go and fix that. But I went all the way around to make sure that I got good coverage on the chocolate. Right here is the top where there's no drawer. And I couldn't decide, should I paint it, should I not? And I decided when I turned it over that I'd already gotten some paint on it and that it would really look better if I went on ahead and painted that too. Just made it look a little more finished. And really I only had to put one coat on there, and I didn't even use the boss on this part. I had to get out my little paintbrush to get in those little cracks. And there it is, see? Then, turning it over, I found some spots that needed touching up. Now this is the back. I decided to paint just the sides on the back. And now it's time to wet sand. With Fusion Mineral Paint, if you do a little bit of a light wet sanding, then it makes it just feel so smooth to the touch. So I decided that I wanted to try it, and it works. It was wonderful. So now it just feels like silk when you run your hand over it. Then you just dry it off with your cloth. Now it's time for the Fusion Wax. I was very thrilled to try this, and I'm using a wax brush this time instead of just using the microfiber cloth. So I'm brushing on the wax, which went on really easy. And once you have put the wax on, it says leave it for 5 minutes and then buff it off. So that's why I went on ahead and did a little bit more wax than I normally would. Sometimes I'll just do one section at a time. But with this, I did more, left it on for 5 minutes, and then buffed it off. Now with Fusion Mineral Paint, it is all in one, so you really don't have to put the wax on top of it, but I wanted to, since this was a bedside table, it was going to get a lot of traffic, and I just wanted it to have that extra protection. Now I felt like the Fusion Mineral Wax was not sticky. I felt like it went on really smooth, whereas when I was using the Krylon, I felt like it was sticky and hard, and when it dried orange, and this did not at all. I definitely recommend the Fusion Wax. Here is the final product. I put the hardware back on, and I am very happy with the way that it turned out. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope that you got a lot out of the video, and I hope that maybe I've inspired you to try something new at your home. Don't forget, if you want to try some of the Belle products, you can go to DIY Resources on eBay. Again, the link is below. And then for my Fusion mineral paint, I did go with Savvy Swatch. And I will put that link down below also. Thank you so much again for joining me. Please consider subscribing. Don't forget to click the notification bell. And I will see you next time for some more creative flipping.